topics and music that affect your life from Universal Broadcasting Network. Tune in at ubnradio.com.
Someday, when I'm awfully low, when the world is cold.
I like it.
I kind of like the music, but I was expecting Adam Levine, my buddy, and Maroon 5, and like, who was that?
I was way into that.
That was listed in the UBN as Maroon 5, so I don't know why.
I kind of
I
liked
think we need
it.
to go through that and change it.
Oh, but I kind of liked it. So everybody, welcome to What's Up with Linda and Deborah. And thanks for being patient, and thanks for tuning in. We just changed our name, so
Yeah,
we
big
are
deal.
now right. It's like
We'll see if it lasts.
Right, so so different from What's Up, from Shut Up to What's Up. I'm not sure who we are.
We don't know anymore.
Yeah, so but it was close enough to Shut Up, and we just thought it would be kind of fun. Maybe instead of being so irreverent, which we are anyway.
Some people might have not enjoyed "Shut Up" in their face.
I did.
I
But
thought it was funny, but
I kind of like it, actually. So I'm sort of keeping it around just in case we feel like bringing it back.
you never know with us. We change our mind every 5 minutes, don't
Right,
we?
but right now it's What's Up because frankly we don't really know what's up. So that's the name of our new show. So thanks for tuning in. And also, if you can, we are in this issue of Ventura Boulevard magazine. You don't have a copy of that, do you? Did you have that up there, Kurt, or no? There you go, Ventura Boulevard magazine. So go pick it up. Okay, or they're going to run out because we have so many fans who are going to pick
Right,
this thing
everyone's
up.
looking for it.
Yeah, everybody is running out. Okay, you can also view it online with Ventura Boulevard, and there's our little picture. They took a picture here of us at the UBN
Aren't we cute?
studios. Yeah, so I just wanted you guys to know that too. So you can find us everywhere here in the magazines. There's a couple of other, I think, magazines that are coming in to do some
Right, we're going to be in a
stories
couple
on
more
us.
We're just going to town.
We're just next. It's Vogue.
I think we should make sure we have the right name though before.
Next, it's Vogue and Harper's Bazaar. Right? I mean, if you had to be in a magazine, what would it be?
I don't mind Vogue. I don't feel Vogue-ish though. Is that a word? I don't feel very stylish to be in Vogue.
Anybody can be Vogue-ish.
Okay.
I
need some
promise.
stylists. Anybody want to help me
I
out?
want a really great stylist to come back and do me because when I was modeling when I was younger,
Right.
you don't even look like yourself. They just come in and they do this fabulous picture of you and all this great lighting and makeup, and you're like, oh.
That's a dream to have someone do my hair every day. I would love that.
If anybody's listening,
it would be great.
like, I'm sure the top people will come in and do us. Right
Yeah, I think
now.
we'll get the best. Everyone's
We'll-
bombarding right now as we speak.
We'll put Misty on that.
Yeah.
So we have a really cool show.
Oh, the show today is awesome. We can't. Are we going to start? Or you want to talk about what you did on Sunday, or do you want to wait?
I did. You know what? I'll talk about a little
Yeah.
bit what I did
Okay.
on Sunday, and then we get all of our business behind
Right,
us.
and then we get the excitement show, exciting guests we have. You had an interesting Sunday.
I did. I went to an event at Ron Burkle's house. Do we all know who Ron Burkle is? Okay.
Silence, crickets.
Silence.
Sorry, Ron.
No.
You can hardly. He's the guy. He's a philanthropist, number one, and he's the one that you always read about who's flying around with Bill Clinton and doing a lot of business with Bill Clinton, all sorts of business with Bill Clinton. But he is a philanthropist, and he's a very generous man, and he donated his home for the Rape Center. I was at an event for the Rape Center. It was a terrific event, very
Big
well
turnout.
attended, an enormous turnout, and it was nice to see when famous people come out and lend their name and they actually show up.
That's really nice.
You really know, David Schwimmer, MC
From
the
Friends.
event. From Friends.
He's a nice guy.
Adorable. He was really adorable. And so he was there, and then Jane Fonda rubbed a little elbows with her, and yes, she looks gorgeous. And I know you could say,
She never ages.
she really does.
We got to find her secret sauce.
I think
she's amazing.
She is amazing because she keeps active. That's
Right,
why
she
she's
does.
really, really active. I don't even know how old she is, right? But she looks great.
She's very stylish.
And she, Rosanna Arquette, a whole bunch of Lionel Richie. He was adorable. I talked to him for a little while. I mean, what do you talk to somebody like?
So you're
him
having a
about?
grand old time with the
Yeah.
A-listers, and I'm at Waffle House in Encino.
But I called you.
That's the contrast with Deborah and me.
I called
Wait, is
you,
there a
though.
Waffle House in Encino?
No, it's actually called Everything But Waffles, or one of the.
okay.
It's the best breakfast place.
About to get
I just-
excited.
Yeah, no, it was really good. It's,
Waffles
Well,
and chicken.
it's funny you it's funny you said that because I tend to be, this is hard to believe, really, really shy. And when I'm at events like that and I'm not with a friend, I will tend to step in the background. So I actually called Linda and I said, I wish you were here because I don't know what to say to anybody. And she's like, yes, you can.
Oh, yes, you can. I'm texting her, go for it. Stand tall.
So I kind of pretended she was right next to me. And then I went through the rest of my day and had a really, really nice time and learning more about the Rape Center. They do a lot of great work for young women.
Great
all
cause.
kinds of women.
They probably raised a lot of money.
They raised
Sunday.
a tremendous amount of money, which is what they wanted to do. And I went there on behalf of a friend of mine. And I'm going to go again next year. I really want to get involved. It was a great organization. So that was my weekend while you were at the Waffle House.
Yeah, I'm at the Everything But Waffles. That's the name of it in Encino. Great place.
Yeah, and then
Plugging
I'm going to go on.
I'm with kids at eating waffles, and you're hobnobbing with.
Yeah, but doing a good cause. That's the thing.
That's
and telling people about our magazine too, so they can listen and hear about.
Oh
stuff
yeah,
like this.
and so the guest today, rock and roll. We got a rock and roll.
We were so
superstar.
excited when we heard
And-
about this.
Yeah.
So excited. You know when you watch somebody every night in your living room,
Okay.
and then there he is.
Oh, we're talking about Chuy. now.
Yeah, big rock star in the room for me.
I'm not a rock and roll star.
But to me, you are. See?
No.
This is
And then we have another rock star in the room here.
Yeah, she's a real rock and roller. She's a amazing person. I read all about you. I feel like I know you so well. This
Am I
is
supposed to say
Victoria.
who I am?
No, Victoria Asher. I didn't know if Deborah was going to do it.
Yay.
Victoria is in this amazing band. We should play it right after.
And then brought
Cobra
here by our
Starship.
dear friend and blogger.
Right.
So she's
Natasha Damo.
Hi.
Back for another round of torture with us. So
so it's a fun show.
well, we have great. You guys are all friends. I think you've known each other. I know Natasha and Victoria.
Do you guys
I
like
actually
hang
just
out?
met Chuy.
Oh, you just met
Yeah.
Chuy. Okay, so we're all
But
going
Chuy and Natasha are friends.
Yeah,
We're friends.
But Natasha and I are like this.
We're just, she's
Okay.
like my arm.
Well, I'm just going to start by saying I loved watching you on Chelsea. Did you ever get sick of hearing that, by the way?
No, not really. I liked it. I liked it.
Oh,
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah.
Because I often wonder, do you ever really just go, oh, God, another one? You know, but it's true. You were my favorite.
You get
I
stopped
thought you
everywhere you go.
have great comedic timing, and I thought you were terrific with her. So many times I would have kicked her if I were you, and you didn't. And you were just had a
No,
great
I was
sense
just
of
part
humor.
of the show. You know, we create comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
that's part of it.
I'm going to guess that it evolved naturally, though, right? Because just your relationship with her on the air just seemed to have its own personality, but did it evolve on its own? You know, or were you, yeah?
But she's the most beautiful, kind person ever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's funny. I mean, I watch the show every night. You know, it was just I was rolling on the floor half the time and by myself. So great. Do people stop you everywhere you go? Even now, I mean, what's
they
been
say
the
hi,
strangest
they say
thing?
hi, and
They say,
they want to shake my hand
Yeah.
and
So
take
do you-
pictures. You know how it is.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm just as big a star as you are. No doubt about it. I'm joking. So I'm sure. But I know that when I would watch, you just said she's got a really big heart, a really good person. You know, to be a comedian, that's really hard. You have to be able to feel things and be observant of what's going on, right, with the people around
Well,
you.
she is like
Yeah.
that, but she
Yeah.
likes to give too. She's like,
Yeah.
she. You know what? When I first started, can I? Do I have a minute?
Yeah.
You have lots of
Go
minutes.
for it.
You could talk the whole hour. Everybody else will
this
just
is
listen.
like a real story that happened to me with her.
Yeah.
When I first started the show, I was so broke that I didn't have any money to buy me a soda.
wow.
And when they called me that, Chuy, we're going to start the show in a week, I didn't have transportation either because I just came back from Mexico. And I was in Mexico like for 6 months, just living my life over there.
Right.
And I came back with no money, nothing. And so I bought this old beat up car. I told Natasha about this. And every day I had to put like a quarter of oil to go to work.
Oh my goodness.
Every day.
Oh
And
my
one
goodness.
day she asked me for a ride. I goes, of course.
Can you put in the oil?
And yeah, and
Oh my goodness.
when I opened the door and she looked at the car and like, Chuy, can I say? Can I
Yeah,
cuss?
sure.
You can
You
curse
can
as
say
much as you
whatever
want.
you
want.
God
Okay.
knows I do it the whole time.
Yeah. she's like, Chuy, what the fuck is this? It's like, it's my car. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna take you home.
Oh my god.
My car was so beat up. It didn't have a radio. The seats are tore up.
Oh.
And we were driving towards her house, and she's like, no. Let's go car shopping.
Wow.
I goes, no, I don't have enough money. We just barely started the show, and it was our second week.
Okay.
What'd you get?
And so we went car shopping, and she bought me a brand new Yaris Toyota.
Oh my
Wow.
gosh. I knew
She's
she had a
like-
good heart.
Where's
She's
the-
like,
where's the
I
applause
want
for
you
Chelsea?
to drive safe.
That's for
All
Yeah.
right, Chelsea. She's
Yeah.
got class.
She's that kind of woman.
Wow, she's a great. I could tell. I feel like I should be friends with her. I
You
don't know why.
should.
I just
I mean-
feel like I
She's-
know her. I
she's
want to
very-
know her.
Everybody.
She's very close to one of my friends.
Is
I'll
she?
tell you who she is later. Her name's Shelly. You know Shelly?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, she just seems
they're
like.
like
Glad you
thick as
shared that
thieves.
story because she
She loves to give to charities.
Yeah, she's a
She
good
has
heart.
$100,000, $200,000 to charities.
Wow, that says a lot.
And to us, like, she helped us so much. One day, this kid had a ticket, like a parking ticket,
Right.
and she goes like, "What the fuck is this? What did you do this?" He's like, "Oh, I'm trying to pay, but I don't have enough money." She took the ticket and asked her assistant to pay the ticket.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Giant heart. Wow.
Yeah, those are great stories. It's nice to know people at that level do give
And
back.
when
with
she
that.
fired her first assistant, it was a very good friend of mine. She's like, "Okay, you have to leave because I don't need you anymore. But here, I want you to buy this car for you."
Oh my gosh, I'm
I'm
going
going
to
to work for her. I want to go
Hook me
work
up,
for her.
Chuy. Hook me up. I
I'm
like her.
serious. She's an amazing person.
That's a great story.
And you guys are still
Unbelievable.
close? You're
Oh
still-
yeah.
I have to tell you, if it makes you feel any better, when I first met my husband, his car was a disaster. No roof on it. And when he picked me up for a date, I think it was our first date, we were going to the Tropicana in Atlantic City because I was working at a little teeny TV station, and he was at an even smaller radio station. And he had a black garbage bag, Misty, you know, John. He had a black garbage bag that he put on top of his Monza. It was a Monza. And I remember
keep it from
thinking,
raining inside?
I'm gonna get in this thing? So I got in and I'm thinking,
Oh, my God.
man, my mom was right. And I remember she met him and she said, this man is never going to make anything of himself. I'm like, I know, but he's kind of funny because it's still on the radio now, but does not have a Monza with a hole in it. And the bag blew off as we were driving and it started raining. And I was just backing up, you know, to where the window was. So I get it. You know what I mean? He could
Oh,
not
yeah.
afford a car. When he finally could afford one, he got a used
So
Hyundai
hard.
and that broke down and been there. So, you know.
Oh my gosh, that's-
yeah. So,
And you still married him, huh?
Yeah, and now you know she changed my life.
She changed your life, really changed it.
yeah,
and now,
and,
what do you think you're going to do next? If you could pick something, what would it be? Another show? or-
Now, one of another company sold. I was telling Natasha, we shoot this pilot like 8 years ago,
Right.
and they called me like 2 months. 2 months ago that they sold that show that we shoot 8 years ago.
Oh, how
So
cool. You
that
never know when
show
something's
sold
going to
it-
surface,
it
right?
Don't.
And they
Wow.
they sold 10 episodes.
What's the name
So
of it?
we're
may I
Did you
gonna
ask?
shoot it yet?
We're going to start shooting next month.
Is it a comedy? Can
It's
give
a
us
comedy.
You really can't share yet, but could
No.
you give us the, okay, so.
Is it like a sitcom or what is it?
Kind of.
So
Yeah.
what happens if you show up looking, I mean, you're adorable, but older? You know, it's 8 years. I
No,
mean,
but that's just the treatment, right? Like you pitched it and now it came to fruition. Is that what you're saying? Like it was created 8 years ago and now it's a go.
Yes.
That's cool.
Right.
Can
I
we
love
be in
that.
it? We can be in it.
Of course.
Can we
No,
be
for real.
extras? If she wants a lead role, I'll just take an extra part.
I say this all the time to Natasha. I'm like, so you're putting me in your film? And I never really get a yes or not, Natasha. Is that a yes
She
or
knows
no?
how to.
Totally yes.
Oh,
Okay, all right.
We love you,
we've
Natasha.
got that on there. How about you? Yes or no?
Of course.
All right. Now
definitely.
it's 2 times.
Two
so I've
times.
got
Now
2
get ready,
jobs
Victoria.
going.
She's going to be want to be in your next music video. Let-
Oh, music video for me?
Yes,
All right. I
Victoria-
just got 3 jobs
What
out of
about
this.
me?
This is very, very cool.
Yeah, you can be
I
in it.
want people. Victoria Asher. I mean, I just think you're amazing. Your music is great. We're going to play something, and you really come from royalty. Your dad Tell us about your growing up, your dad, and your life, and it's just so exciting. I know you're probably sick of it, but it's interesting.
No. No, it's definitely been an interesting upbringing. My father's been in the music business forever. And
who is he? Who's dad?
My father is Peter Asher, and he is a producer, and he was a musician in the 60s.
British came from, with the whole movement of British coming to the United States with the rock and roll of the 60s with, the Beatles, right? Like he was in that group.
What's it called? British
Explosion, yeah.
Right?
I mean, that's fast. I love the old pictures of him.
What a fun house, so growing up, right? You must have all kinds of people in and out of your home, right?
Definitely. And my mother, she's been collecting artwork forever, and she was actually in the Banksy documentary, Exit Through the Gift Shop, because she was one of the first people to discover Banksy.
That's exciting.
So I have two very cool parents.
And your aunt too she's a legend.
Yeah,
Jane.
So she was engaged to Paul McCartney.
Isn't that cool? And all those old pictures, I looked at them last night. If anybody should get on and Google, because I love that era. Yeah. I should have been.
That
I was
era
a baby
was
then,
cool.
so it doesn't count. But
very cool.
I want to wear that hair with the hair up like this and that. I just love your aunt was gorgeous.
I wonder if I would have been cool enough for that time. You know,
I don't think. I know I wasn't. So that's probably.
Well, I just know how bad I am at doing my own hair now. I wonder how I could have
get it up that high.
done it then.
Yeah.
But I think I would have failed in that department.
So all this is just part of you, and now look at you. You're a well-known musician,
lead singer for Cobra Starship is the name of the band.
Yeah,
and we should play the clip. Can we
play
do that
clip?
so people
Yeah,
know
absolutely.
who we're talking?
I'm not in. I think I saw the clip earlier.
Oh, you're not
and
in
I'm
that
not in
part?
that clip. But
well, maybe we
but
could
you guys
start it
could play
earlier.
anyway.
We should start it earlier, maybe. Yeah, back it up a little. Or is it?
Either way, I'm not in that video that much.
Yeah,
but
I
you can
didn't
play
think
it anyway.
so. So there's other famous person there. We have.
Are
Yeah,
we waiting
let's
to
go.
play it? Okay,
let's show
hear a
because
little
it's a
bit.
great song.
Got to be in that video.
I can't.
It's beautiful there.
When was that? When did you film this?
God,
a couple years ago, or
that was a couple years ago.
Yeah.
But he was doing the show on Broadway during that time, so
Okay.
that's why he had the
Beard. Yeah. Wow, what
it's
a great
beautiful shot of him. I love that.
Yeah.
But your music is great, and you're the lead singer of that band.
No, actually,
not that song.
No,
Okay.
so we have all male members.
Okay.
I am the only girl,
Ah,
and
like it.
Lucky you.
We have a male singer, Gabe Saporta,
Okay.
and I am working on my own solo music since then. But
Okay.
actually, initially, my interest was always in film.
Oh.
So I was working in film, and then somehow I ended up following my father's path, no matter how much I tried not to. And I was going to NYU, and basically Gabe found me on MySpace through my
Really?
music page that I totally didn't take seriously, just never even touched my profile. He found it. He was searching for keyboardists in New York, asked me to join, and I was on tour for 8 years all over the world. So
what a great story.
yeah, and we're still together. I mean, we're working on a 5th album. It's been a slow process. 'Cause a
Right.
lot of kind of things
Creativity.
have happened, but yeah, I'm working on my own thing on the side and getting back into film.
You're
basically.
busy, so you're doing your own thing musically too. I mean,
I am,
and
yeah.
film too. That's exciting.
Yeah. and
Are
it's
you
been
going to
a
New
great
York?
journey.
Aren't you?
I
You're
am.
on Jimmy Fallon.
Oh, actually, yeah. So I'm going to New York on the 20th, and I'm going to be on Jimmy Fallon and 2 other shows, and I can't believe I'm forgetting it right now.
Oh, please.
I'm so bad. I
feel
don't
so
watch,
good. I
watch
do the
many
same
night
thing.
shows.
Yeah.
But I'm performing with Steve Martin and
That's
Edie Brickell.
so cool. Edie Brickell. I remember
Oh
her.
my! When are
She's
you going to
great.
be there? I swear I'm going to be there.
I'm there the 20th, and I think the show is the 23rd.
Well, we'll be looking for that.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
That
you have
is
to come back and
really
tell us what it's
exciting.
like. You know.
Yeah,
See, you're
absolutely.
used to this. Growing up. I mean, tell us like your life in your house. I mean, who stopped over? I mean, you were friends with Robin Williams.
Yeah.
And this was probably Paul McCartney. People like that come over your house.
David Bowie, Peter Gabriel, James Taylor's my godfather.
Oh,
which
my goodness.
She's a massive James Taylor
Oh,
fan.
me
so she
too.
loses her
I
mind.
told her, I said, please do not introduce me to him because
You'll-
I'll just lose it. I'll absolutely lose it.
I think music people are some of the coolest. I
Yeah.
really say, because our friend Chelsea's friend and is also my friend. It's funny how we never really connected. You go over to my friend Shelley's home and you just never know who's walking through the door. It's interesting. It's eclectic. Sometimes they're on, sometimes they're off. Usually off, and I love meeting them. It's very different than meeting an actor. It's just really that's a talent I don't have. I don't
Right.
understand how you make music, how you write music.
Very creative.
It's really creative.
Yeah, no, it's a lot of fun.
Do you have a studio in your? Well, maybe your parents do. I don't know.
No,
Or how do
actually,
you-
because things are so easy now, it's like, I mean, it's out of a laptop.
you don't
I
even
mean,
need. That's right. I forgot about that.
amazing.
our albums,
We're having trouble with our social media. I can't imagine how you do that with.
We cannot get our shit together with our social media.
It's embarrassing.
I swear to God.
It's another day of conversation.
Well, this is the thing that's crazy is that, I mean, our albums were usually recorded from the road because we were touring so extensively that we would be literally like just passing around a hard drive back and forth to all of us because we were touring nonstop, so we had no time to go into a proper a studio and do all that. But
now you can just do it and
So
email it, whatever.
Yeah, do you just sort of hear stuff in your head and write it? Or do you write it with other people?
yeah,
What do
I
you
mean,
do?
sometimes it comes from a lyrical idea, sometimes it comes from just like a random kind of keyboard part that I come up with. And I guess it's kind of the same with film. It's like, you know, some ideas will just come from you from like random bits of inspiration, and you never know where it's going to happen.
Does your dad influence you with your music?
Yeah,
He seems like a
absolutely.
nice
I
guy.
mean,
Just from the photos, you see him. He's so friendly
What a
looking.
cool house.
No, it's
Yeah.
great. And a funny fact is that Austin Powers was modeled after my father.
thought so.
it's
Didn't you tell me
pretty
that? And I looked at the photos. Somebody should Google him because
Yeah.
he looks just like him in a couple photos.
Oh, that is great. Do we
Yeah.
have a
Austin
shot of your
Pa-
dad?
If you type
we
in
need
Peter,
to-
if you just Google Peter Asher Austin
You'll
Powers,
see him.
you'll
He
see all
looks
sorts of stuff.
exactly like Austin Powers.
Well, that's what I
which
mean.
is the coolest
Music
thing in the world.
people are just cool people.
Yeah.
They can sort of get away with looking
Does your dad?
anyway.
Does he sort of laugh about all that, like what his life?
Yeah,
a little bit?
totally.
He seems like a fun guy.
No, he's great. He's really fantastic. And actually, since the band hasn't been touring, I've been doing primarily main title sequences for TV shows now. So I don't know if you guys have seen Orange is the New Black.
Oh, that's a great
Yeah.
show.
But
Awesome.
I did that opening title sequence with this guy Thomas Cobb. So and those are
Cool.
all real ex-con women. Is the interesting part. So
That's really cool.
the stories on that set were incredible.
Oh, I
but-
bet you probably had a good time.
Yeah, it's very
Do you
fun
do
to
any
learn people.
acting? Do you do any acting at all?
No, it's something that I'm open to, but I haven't really done much acting.
We act on Dub Smash. We dub smash together.
Yeah, we're really good at
Okay,
Dub
what's
Smash.
Dub Smash? That's how old we are, or I am. I speak
I
for
know
myself.
Dub Smash.
It's,
That's when you. What is that again?
It's a ridiculous app where it's various different sound clips, and you record your
Voiceover?
videos, and you
videos.
just pretend that you're doing it.
Oh, that's
basically.
right. I've seen that on Fallon. Does it? Doesn't he do a
But
version
it
of
is-
that? Like
it is
yeah.
so ridiculously amusing. When you're by yourself, you're like, oh, look at me, it's myself, like pretending to be someone else. Like,
Oh,
it's
that's so funny.
ridiculous.
There he is.
cool.
There he is. I mean, the one picture really
he
looks
is,
like
yep.
Austin Powers.
Oh my God.
I mean, it's really funny.
No way. That's
I can't
Dad.
imagine. Yeah, that's her dad.
How cute. But how low was he there?
Probably that was probably in the '60s. Look at how he's dressed,
Like
right? Probably in his
19
teens
or something,
Yeah.
19, I think. Funniest thing
cute
actually is that my
glasses.
parents originally met backstage at a Peter and Gordon show when my mother was about 12 years old in knee-high socks.
Are you kidding?
And
So
she was a fan of his, and then cut 2 years and years later, they suddenly sit next to each other at a dinner party.
How did they meet through your dad and Paul McCartney? Did they meet through your aunt Jane?
Yes,
his sister.
when they were dating.
So I wondered if
they might have known each other before. I'm
Yeah,
not
maybe
sure.
because they were in the music scene in England, and they probably all knew each other. The ones that were rising to the top in their career.
Yeah.
I would love to be in a fly on the wall back then.
Yeah, same.
what they did. What
Totally.
cool time.
But
Yeah,
what does
very
she
cool
say
time.
about Paul McCartney? That's kind of cool.
She never brings him up.
Really?
So
Do you ever bring him up? Do you ever say,
Look at that. It looks just like him.
my aunt and I don't quite have that type of relationship, to be
Oh,
honest. But
okay.
she is a bit closed off when it comes to the Paul McCartney thing.
She's probably sick of hearing it.
oh, that's pretty cool. Maybe
Well, I
she just
think
wants to
too that he
guard-
might have cheated on her. So
Aw,
that
okay.
he was. I don't think
Really?
he was a. I don't think he was a well-behaved musician. That's just
Oh, isn't that something novel?
yeah, very unusual.
It almost seems impossible. You're traveling, and I guess you're young,
Temptation,
and handsome.
I mean, that's
and-
how it is in the acting world. People get on set and they're working together for 3 months.
And you actually get very close. With acting, you get close with people,
Right, and
so-
physically too. I mean, let's say you're in a love scene with somebody. Chewy, could you handle that love scene with somebody?
Chewy.
Of course he could.
I know. I want to
I'll
hear.
try.
You try. Twist your arm. You'll
That's
try.
like asking if a cat would meow.
But
love
I
it.
read you were the first Latino sidekick. Is that right? Like, do you
Yes.
hold some pride with that, or?
Definitely. Well, I'm proud of myself because
Yeah.
like I said, she opened like
A lot of doors.
A lot of doors.
Right.
And right now, I have an acting school too.
You do.
Yeah,
Really?
like
You
a
teach?
little, very little acting academy, and no, I don't teach. I hired the teachers.
Okay.
And
What's the name of
Where
it?
is it?
it's Bravo's Academy, Bravo's Acting Academy,
Okay.
and it's on
Santa Monica.
5421 Santa Monica Boulevard
Is it
in
for all
Los
ages?
Angeles.
Or kids, youth, or all ages?
All ages.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's bilingual.
Oh, that's good.
And yeah, anybody can come and check it out. And
So you're doing that.
I'm doing that right now. And
You've got this show, the 8
and next
episodes.
month we're going to start shooting the 10 episodes. It's it's like a omelet and a hash brown saving the world. That's the name of the
Wait,
show.
what's that? Say it again. It's
Like
what?
an omelet.
Omelet.
Omelet?
Like an omelet.
Oh,
and
eggs- an egg
hash,
omelet.
And hash brown.
Hash brown.
Omelets and hash browns.
We've already
so
talked
they go
about
together.
waffles. Now we're
So
talking
you're
eggs.
saying they go together, but they're different. That's what you're
But,
saying?
yeah.
Like, what are you, a hash brown or an
I'm
omelet?
hash
I mean,
brown. Yeah, good guess.
Who's an omelet? Who would be an omelet?
Another guy.
Oh, another
I've
guy.
never heard
Yeah.
a show like kind of compared to
Well,
hash
we've
browns
talked
and omelets.
waffles. Now we're talking
Yeah,
omelets.
no,
I'm getting hungry.
Exactly. I was about to say that. I'm starving.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's cool. I mean, you have a very interesting life, and how much do you socialize with Chelsea still?
Yes.
She knows about your show. She's probably real supportive.
And probably in a couple of weeks, I'm going to start a line of coconut products.
Coconut.
Yeah.
What kind of products? Like
Like the
drinking?
whole coconut.
Yeah.
And water coconut, milk coconut, oil coconuts.
Would you have a coconut farm? Is that why you're doing this?
My partner in Mexico, yes. Yes, we do.
So I'm
No, we
laughing, but
do.
we're not kidding.
No, it is true. Actually, yes.
Look, George Clooney did it with tequila. You're going to be the coconut guy.
He's going to be just secreting coconut.
I've
next
been
to
It's
a
a love it.
coconut guy.
Okay,
No.
but whenever
Coconut,
I'm
I love
down-
it.
and it's so healthy and everything. I mean,
Coconut oil is great for everything. Skin,
You can
hair.
use it on anything.
I've started using
Yeah.
it recently.
remember the woman who was in here who was talking about natural products for
Yeah.
your skin? She said if you do anything, use coconut, eat coconuts, put
Coconut
it
is
on
the
your
Brush
body.
best.
your teeth with it.
Oh, really?
It's a lubricant. You can use it for anything.
It's a lubricant.
I know where your head is, Natasha.
I learned this last week. I had no idea. No idea. You can use it in your hair.
I used it in my
teeth.
hair today, actually.
Yeah, you can
What
use
kind of
it
lubricant you talking about over here?
You know, like
Look at
like
Kurt.
lotion on the skin.
Yeah,
on the
I just
skin.
love
turning
our-
red again.
I
My
love
mind went
our-
the other way.
I love our board op. I wish I could put the camera on him.
We
He's
need an extra
turning red
camera for
again.
him.
Every week he turns. Does everybody else do this to you and with their shows? Speak,
Well,
or is it just us?
I'll give you. You have the definitely monopoly on that.
All right. We're
I'm-
glad. We
I am
want
proud
that. We
because I
want
love
that.
him. He's the best. I
Embarrass
want to make him
Kurt.
happy.
That's what we like to do.
yes.
Oh,
so
my God.
I read though that life wasn't always easier for you, right? I mean, growing
No.
up or just as a young adult. Can you share anything about that, or feel like it? or-
Growing up, it wasn't too easy. I mean, I never grew up, but I mean, getting old, it wasn't too easy. But thank God, I always been with good people, surrounded by very good people since I came to the United States. I started high school, and I was so embarrassed of my height.
Really?
I was a very low.
Because you don't come
Let me
across
tell
like
you.
that now.
Self-esteem.
Who doesn't have?
Self-esteem.
I mean, I have
Very low
self-esteem
self-esteem,
issues.
and I didn't
You
even want to wear the PE clothes.
You know what,
Like
I'm s-
shorts. I never wear shorts before.
Really?
Oh no.
You were too self-conscious. You know,
And
it's great that you admit that, because look at people out there. We always try to teach someone something each week, whatever it is, like that you can have self-esteem issues and be as successful as you are. I mean,
Well-
there's someone young right now probably feeling some way, and giving them hope is what
Yeah.
we need to do.
Or a
Right?
small person. I
Definitely,
mean, what
yeah.
do you call
I,
yourself with your height? You call yourself a small person, tiny person? What do you like to say? Someone
What's
else-
politically correct?
Someone else who's a
little
little
people.
Little
Yeah,
people,
the-
okay.
people.
Maybe you're giving that person a lot of hope. To
Yeah,
feel a
and
little
I
better.
hope
It's like
I do, because for us it's hard, because especially the
I can imagine.
Well, everything.
when we were kids, the kids are our worst enemies.
Yeah.
Oh, it's true.
Oh, 100%.
Our worst
Yeah.
enemies.
You get
I was
bullied.
made. See, the funniest thing is I was made fun of for the opposite because I was too tall. So my
Really?
whole
Me
life,
too.
I
How
was
tall are
told
you? Yeah.
5'11".
Oh,
So-
okay. You got me beat. I'm 5'9". I always felt like I towered over everybody, right?
Yeah.
So
Well,
what were your
I
nicknames?
unfortunately
Did
did.
people call you?
You know, people were just really mean. They always just told me I was
Nasty.
ugly, told me I was way too tall, told me that I'd never make it anywhere. And the best though was that it was like I was told I'd never get into NYU. I got
Hello.
into NYU,
Hello.
no problem.
I'm at NYU.
And I was told that I
Woohoo.
shouldn't pursue music because there's no money in it. I'm not
would
going to
say
make
that
it
to you?
successful.
Okay, let me just say something.
So forget everyone else.
Okay,
That's
my
the best
husband
advice.
with the hole in the roof was told, awful voice, you'll never make it in radio.
Yeah.
Bing, he's a pretty well-known radio guy.
Yeah.
I think for those people who are told they'll never make it, that means
Go
they're
do
in.
it because you're likely to
They're
make
in.
it.
You
And
know,
also,
either-
don't you think it pushes you though to say, "Watch me"? Okay.
well,
Gives you that-
maybe it can
Well,
do
you know
both.
what? No, see, I have the
Yeah.
problem of being like, oh, they're right. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
really?
I better just.
I got
what
it.
am I doing?
I got it. I'm a little like that too,
Yeah.
but deep inside, I'll be like, wait a minute.
Yeah,
You know,
same.
once I let that pass, I'm like, right, and that's why I love talking to you because this one seems to. Sort
She's
of
got
have
her
it
act together.
but she
Yeah.
only has it together because she works on it because she didn't. Does
Yeah.
that make sense?
Yeah.
It's hard. And I
It's
think-
hard, but once you have the self-esteem, the more you give it to yourself, the more you can get it. Do you understand? Like you grow from it. You learn. So I think it's remarkable.
Well, just
Does
even
anybody-
me and this girl right here, we kind of came together because of our
Is that
past self-esteem issues.
Thank God for the self-esteem. You have a great
Because,
friendship.
honestly, it was like we connected in a way of like that we feel sometimes that we're like too sensitive for the world, you know, that we
That's
can be
nice.
very easily affected by things. And
I
it was part of
think-
what like brought us together.
I think
That's a good
artists
story.
are like that. I think writers are like that.
Creative-
artists are like
creative
that.
people.
And then if
Yeah.
you're with people who are very linear and they think in that way, they will look at other people who are very creative and they simply won't understand what's going on. I get that a lot. So
You know, something else that goes with self-esteem, and Natasha and I were talking about it in the car ride when we were together recently, is reinventing yourself. And I think everyone in this room, you have to do that nowadays. You know, shows last, or you're with this band, or, you know, we move on from a job. You have to know how to do it. You need self-esteem to do it. But everyone here has had to do it. And I think it's a fascinating subject for everyone to think about. What is your advice on reinventing yourself? Look, you're done with Chelsea Handler. Now
I
you're
just
doing
thought
something
of a new
else.
piece of advice, actually. But go ahead, let's hear yours.
I'd love to
first.
hear people's opinion on
You
how
know
you do
what?
it.
My self-esteem was so low that I started doing drugs.
Oh.
And
You mean after the show?
no, before
Before.
Before.
before
okay.
the show, I started doing drugs, and when I tried that drug, I feel like I was
6 feet
so
tall.
Soaring.
gigantic, so handsome, and incredible. And I became addicted. So
You're addicted.
then I'm a recovery addict, and
Right.
I've been clean and sober for 19 years.
That's a major
But it's still
accomplishment.
a struggle,
Congratulations.
isn't it? Because sometimes when you're not feeling great, don't you want to reach for
no,
no?
you go to, you still
I
keep
call-
it up.
yeah,
You call
I-
your sponsor or whatever, you know.
Yes,
big
and
deal.
but now it's like I love myself so much, and I'm just trying to motivate everybody who's listening that don't go through that door. Love yourself. Don't go through that false door that I went through, because it's so hard to get out.
It's the wrong direction.
I almost was like homeless. Then I study, and now I'm where I am because
Because you stopped it. You
stopped it, and people start helping me.
see. I love your message. You're talking about, and I think even just to helping people to get that message out about don't go that direction is so
Don't go
important.
that
I mean,
direction,
like it's
because
just so
it's
important.
Yes.
Well, it's hard once you've gone there to pick yourself up and do it. And that's lately I'm really looking at, people you surround yourself with.
That's key.
They've got to be positive and really lift you up and make you feel like you do matter, or get rid of them. Because I think a lot of times people spend too much time trying to get somebody to like them at work or like them as a friend. And you think, oh, why
It's
am
so
I wasting
exhausting.
my time?
Yeah.
It's like a bad
Ugh.
date, like we've
It's a
talked
waste of
about
time.
that. And you spend a lot of time because you think, oh, what did I do wrong?
But I think it's hard in the entertainment and the music business because all eyes are on you. I couldn't do it. I could tell you because I would be like, oh, someone said something bad about me, I'd just start crying. I mean, being in the public eye, you really have to have self-esteem. Don't
Absolutely.
I
I mean-
Victoria, how do you handle that? I mean,
Well, it's funny because actually, I was planning always to go to the route of being a film director. And so when I suddenly joined the band, I never knew about any kind of like online blogs or anything like that. And suddenly I joined the band and I had taken my first photos with the band and I'm exposed to this complete hatred and complete tearing me apart. And I freaked out and I was like sobbing and I was like, what am I doing? I don't want to be in the public eye, you know, all this stuff. And then, you know, eventually you just kind of learn like,
It doesn't
forget
matter
what everyone says. Like, fuck them. Like, you know, they're like pissed off because you're doing your own
They're
thing.
jealous, most of them.
Do you really feel that way? Like if someone's writing something nasty, do you feel like, forget it? I don't really give a
Now,
shit?
Now
I
you
mean,
do.
now insults don't even touch me. Like, I just
Really?
go like, you know, you're not worth my
Because you
time.
realize most people are jealous. They want to be where you are, don't you think? I mean, and then you just
Well, this was the most amazing thing that had happened to me was that my whole life I was told I couldn't do anything. I was the dork in school, whatever, made fun of, goth girl, all this stuff. And one of the best things was I had this girl, change her name to Stacy. I had this girl Stacy who was so mean to me in school, and I saw her recently, and she came up to me and she's like, you know what? I just wanted to tell you, like, that in school you were actually figuring it out and trying to come up with something creative to do with your life, and I was so mean to you and I tore you apart. And she's like, I wish that, you know, I had done that because here I am having just like a shitty like
Life.
Normal, boring
bartending
sort of-
job, totally boring. I hit my peak when I was in high school, and now it's just downhill from
Yeah,
here.
what'd you say to her?
And like,
Thank you, but you're still not going to be my friend.
well, I actually was like, you know what? Like, that is so awesome.
At least
of
she
you. Like,
admitted it.
Yeah, the fact that you are not acting like this big ego and that you're better than me still, like, power to you.
she
you know?
learned her
Like,
lesson,
it's
you know.
awesome.
So that's, I guess, what we hope for, you know. So at least she admitted it too. I think that's cool.
But I have all these young girls that are reaching out to me all the time, being like, "Oh, like you made me, have faith in the fact that I could be a female and a musician in the industry."
Isn't
and
that nice?
Everyone's so mean to me at school, and I'm like, you know what, like. People that are so mean to you, like it'll only give you more strength later.
It's
in
nice
life.
that
It is
people
the
look up to you.
hardest time to get through. I have to.
Well, with all the social media, I have to say, like
Oh.
my kids are 13, and you know,
Whole other level of insecurity there. Jesus.
I'm like, I didn't have to do any of this. No one knew who I was, and no one cared. It was easy. You know, I lived in Cleveland, Ohio. No one, we just didn't. Nobody cared. There were cliques and weird stuff going on, but I was kind of like I didn't care. So, but my daughter, she would love you too, all three, because she would look up to you. We need women like that to open up and say their story, and that's why I bond with Natasha too, because she's out there telling people, it's okay. Just get your, this is what you do. It's easy to read these articles, but to see by example, which is both of you,
Well, she's
Chuy,
what saved me, honestly. I mean,
Really?
because still my weakness is still men. If I get my heart broken, I am a miserable wreck. And
Yeah.
this one, I found her blog because a friend of mine had sent it to me, being like, "Oh my God, you have to read this article," because I was devastated over a breakup. And started reading her
Hit
her,
you. It
her
touched your heart.
blogs. It's like saved my life. I reached out to her,
That's
and
so
we suddenly
cool.
became really good friends. So
I was going to ask how you met. That's a great story.
You meet some of the coolest people from
I
your
do.
blog.
I
Let's
mean,
face it.
I really do.
Your blog touches people. There's no question about it. I
Thank
mean,
you.
it really does. That's how I found you. But that says a lot. And I think to be role models like that for women and men. I mean, and Chuy, what you've done is remarkable. I mean, to
thank you.
get over the addiction and then be on Chelsea Handler's show. I mean, I know it didn't happen that fast, but that's basically what happened to you. You pulled it together and
I
it
did.
happened.
Thank
I
you.
love that.
Yeah.
That makes me so happy.
we all have the tendency to be self-destructive. It's a matter of just like
Yeah,
sticking through
you
it and
just-
figuring
I just
it
think
out.
it's difficult if you are naturally a sensitive person.
Yeah.
Some people just don't naturally feel things as deeply, and I think you have to work double and triple hard. Do you think so? To really get that out of you a little bit, just so you can just make some progress. Do you know what I mean?
I
And
think being hypersensitive opens you up that much more, though, to having real growth. Because, no one would be here where they are at the table right now if they hadn't hit rock bottom emotionally or
Right.
physically or financially at some point.
Right.
And I think, a good theme of just everything we've been talking about is, when you get knocked down, whether it be someone else or an event that happens, stop going to that person, the bully, the event, to try to validate your observation and use it to propel you forward.
Why do people do that? Why do they always go back to the person who's knocking them down? I notice I will even do that sometimes. Someone who's not so nice. Well, go ahead, tell
I
me.
think because you're hoping for a different result. You're hoping like
You want to
this-
change it.
Yeah.
I'm going to call
Maybe
them.
we're all control
I gotta
freaks.
tell you,
You want to
no.
be the exception. You want to be the exception
No,
to
you think
someone's
so?
rule.
Not me.
I
don't
think
know.
so. I think we all have this hope that we could be the exception to someone's consistent rule that they've let out. Because if we can be, we're special.
Chuy's
we
laughing.
matter.
What are you laughing about?
What?
You got a story there. I see it.
No, it's because like as an addict, I was thinking the same thing every time. I'm not gonna do this.
Yeah.
For so long because and then when I started, this time is gonna be different. This time is gonna be different. So it's almost the same thing. When you go to the same person, I hope he changes.
It's like an addiction
But I'm
to
telling
a
you,
person.
But then how do you? Oh,
became
sorry
like-
to my little thing here. But then how do you go to the other side? That's where the work is. You just have to not look for that validation. I think that's the tough part when you're always criticized by someone who's trying to bring you down. Just say, to hell with them.
Well, you either get to a point where you have no choice but to do it, or you connect with someone that helps you. I mean, she helps me just as much as
I like your
ever helped
friendship.
her.
It seems so good. I mean, like you
You're both
help
like
each other.
adorable. You're adorable.
Yeah, no,
I feel like I've known her my whole
saves my
life.
life.
Yeah.
So, like, what's your
No, 'cause-
personal life like?
In other words, where's the
The two of
boyfriend?
us, or
Dating
me?
or?
Yeah, I'm dating right now, but basically my heart is still set on someone that doesn't want to be with me. So
Okay, so
it's
how are we
like,
getting through that?
I
Over
have
there?
to call her all the time, and I'll be a sobbing wreck sometimes, and then somehow I manage not to reach out. And
But you could write
I
good
move
music
forward.
from that emotion, right? Maybe
Absolutely.
You
Look
tap
at Sam.
into it.
Look at Sam Smith, right? I love when he won the Grammy and he was saying, the guy who broke up with him, thank God, because if he didn't, he wouldn't have written the song and he wouldn't be standing there.
And
But
it's
he
true.
said-
I mean, I think that's what happens from like all life's tragedies, unfortunately. I mean, I don't think that you have to be in a tragedy or in a depression in order to come up with something good. But
Yeah.
a lot of times that does propel you onto different things. And it also makes you get your life together in different ways. And it lets you know of like your mistakes. And I don't know. I think that's kind of
How about you?
things
We keep plugging forward.
go down.
You dating? You got anybody in your life that's really special?
No, not really. I just like to have lots of friends.
Yeah. And what do you
I
do?
like
for,
that.
What do you do for fun? I like that too, actually.
Oh, I do everything, whatever comes up.
yeah.
Yeah.
He goes and does.
You're a good dancer, right? You like
I
dancing?
love to
I love to
dance.
dance too. I'm
I
a
love
good
to
dancer.
dance.
I love to dance. I go
Yeah.
crazy dancing and I love it. Love music and dance. Makes me really
I like to
happy.
travel and
Go to your
Yeah.
coconut farm. I can't wait to see the coconut product.
I'm telling you,
That'll be cool.
you're gonna.
That's going to be a success, though.
I'll bring it
because-
here when I.
Yeah, you come back with the product. I
Yes.
can't wait. And Victoria, I want you to come back when you have your next. I want to hear about Jimmy Fallon. And can you come back?
Yeah,
Or
absolutely.
you-
Are you kidding? I would love to come back
Well,
as much as possible.
it will-
I
Are you
mean,
on?
I-
Great.
Are you on a
We'd love
show
having
back?
you on.
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
I'd
I'm
like to
also-
hear you. When can we hear the band? Are they playing out here?
Unfortunately, things are a bit up in the air with the band because we had two members that decided to produce instead, so they left. So we had two new members. So it's all a bit of like figuring things out.
Right.
That's why I've been like mostly pursuing my own kind of solo stuff while helping with the band stuff as well. But I'm actually planning to, second I finish the edit to this music video, I am planning to release my single.
Oh,
amazing.
Well, then
It's
when
amazing.
we'll have you on for
Because
that.
I'd love to have her in for that.
I think we should have a
I
launch
love that.
party in the afternoon.
Yeah, totally.
Bring out the champagne, pop the cork.
Well, we could
Amazing.
have
celebrate.
a common sing.
That's a big
here,
deal.
right? Would you?
We have the mics for it.
Would you be able to come and sing and do a little bit?
Yeah,
here?
totally.
That would
I
be
would do that in a
really,
second.
really.
All right, we're
cool.
doing that.
All
We're gonna have
right.
like a
That'd be
huge
awesome.
launch party.
So
Great.
when will that be? Like when is that coming out?
I got to figure it out. I have to send the song over to my managers, all that, and
So it's a little
and
time.
sort
I
it
know.
out.
Believe me, I know how that works. So
Yeah.
it could take a little time. But
yeah, it's
but
all a matter of getting
ready.
this video done. I have to shoot some new things for it, but
And that's fun because you know film. So
I'm hoping to do it
it's
within
cool.
like the month,
Oh,
month, 2 months. So,
exciting.
yeah.
Oh my gosh, you have a lot of
Yeah.
exciting things. You
Yeah,
guys are
we'll
so
see.
talented. Everybody in this
Nice,
room,
good for you.
really.
Everybody and your show. Do you know where they're going to be recording it? Where they're going to be taping it?
No, not yet.
And you don't know where it's
But
going
I
to
came
air.
back.
Right? You'll
Yeah,
come
no, I
back.
really want you back.
You bring the
I
coconut
really want you
products,
back.
and we'll
And
see
Chelsea.
a clip of the new
Oh, yeah.
show.
If you want to bring Chelsea, or maybe I'll see you at the
I
friend's
asked
house
her.
at Chelsea.
I want to be
asked.
friends with Chelsea. That's my goal in life.
Oh, she's awesome.
I like her. I
She's
like
a
what she
beautiful,
did. And I
beautiful
think that's
person.
fabulous. It's good people to know that. You know, she's just
Very
super
good people.
talented. So, gosh, we're so excited everybody came in. What a fun,
Yeah,
what a fun
fun
show!
for having us. This
Oh
was
my
awesome.
God, we're honored. This is such a big deal. What a great,
Well, thanks for having us.
Yeah.
yeah, and sharing your personal side. That's really important.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Anytime.
right.
I said I give a bit too much personal side.
No, we like that because
I'm the
that's
same
how
way,
other
I'm the
people.
same way.
And
it's just
people
like
are-
blah.
I know, but if you don't, then what's the
That's the way it
point?
is, yeah.
I'm like perpetual foot in mouth all the time.
I know, but if you
can't help it.
don't, then what's the point? The show doesn't have any purpose or meaning if you don't do
true.
something like that. So anyway, thank you for being here, everybody.
Thank you.
What a fun show! Our first
it again.
What's Up?
Yeah,
I mean,
what's up is
from-
what's,
What's
up.
up?
What's up? So that's
up,
I don't know.
bitches?
Okay,
Chewy, say that again. We gotta keep that.
oh yeah, would you do
open.
that?
Yeah, what's up, bitches?
Do it again. I swear. Can we use that a little in our open? We're gonna collect
And then
like
we'll have
really
Victoria
cool.
do it too.
Go ahead,
What's up, bitches?
Victoria. Would you do that?
What's up, bitches?
I love it.
I like that. In fact, that should be our new name. Let's change it again.
Oh, actually, you know what?
What's up, bitches?
Just in case, can you do a what's up and can you do a what's up? Okay.
What's up?
What's up?
I like the bitches better.
I
But
like
anyway,
bitches.
all right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. We'll figure out what we go with. It's the first of
What's
like a
up?
couple of what's ups, and we'll see you back next week. Thanks again for being here for What's Up with Deborah and Linda. Bye.
Let's go.